Hey guys! Alright, so I want to talk to you guys about safety. I've been getting some emails about how safe universities really are, and especially York. I know there's been some bad press over the past few years about York and what's been going on. And I'm not naive to what has been said or what has happened at York. You know, we all have to be careful and really assert ourselves about what's going on. So, I wanted to make this point very, very clear. All universities are safe, alright? These instances are few and far between, and they're usually very specific to a person about their past or who they're interacting with and that sort of thing. Alrighty, now it is very rare that these things happen, but you do have to look out for yourself. So I'm just going to offer a few tips, alright? 1. The university usually offers security, right? So there's security officers around the campus at all times. Now on top of that, they usually will offer in the evenings, if it's a big campus, a safe way of getting from building to building, such as a van or a bus or a car, where you can call the security officers and request a ride. Or they'll usually have like little bus stops where you can gather together and wait for the bus, van, whatever, to come pick you up and take you to where you need to go. Use them if you're scared, alright? It's the best option for you guys, and if it is offered, especially in the winter, use it, alright? Number 2, walk with a friend, okay? If you are nervous about your new surroundings and everything, find a buddy and promise to never go anywhere without yourself. What is this guy doing back behind me? I have no idea. Just don't walk, if you're scared, don't walk by yourself, alright? Grab a friend, make a pact, it'll work every time. Everybody knows safety is in numbers. And if 2 of you are scared just by yourselves, grab more friends, make it a party, walk from place to place. You know, walk to the gym together, walk to classes together, make deals with your friends. Like, if I'm not there in 10 minutes, call my cell phone, or something like that. Just make plans ahead of time so that if something does happen where either you get delayed or something like that, your friend doesn't freak out first of all, and you have a backup option, alright? So someone always knows where you are, if you're worried. Number 3. Oh, 3. That wasn't a very good 3. 3. Just be self-aware, okay? Now I know walking around with your earphones in is really popular nowadays, and trust me, I do it too. But the big thing is, don't have your music blaring, because the thing is that if you look unprepared, people are more likely to attack you, okay? So don't put yourself in a situation where you can't hear what's going on around you, or you're not aware of what's going on around you. So if you are stuck walking by yourself from class on a cold, dark night, or if you're walking home from a party by yourself, just make sure you're aware of your surroundings. You know, every now and again, just look around. You won't look paranoid or anything like that, and even if you do, who cares? You're the safe one. Alrighty? Number 4. If you need to, spring for the taxi, alright? If you can find a group of friends to split it with you, that's even better. But if you're really feeling unsafe and, you know, you don't feel comfortable walking back from wherever by yourself, or even taking the bus or the subway, spring for the taxi. You know, at the end of the day, is your safety really worth the price? No. And if you are running low on cash, call your mom and dad. You know, they might be able to send you some cash real quick, or, you know, something like that. Or even ask a friend, can I borrow a couple bucks or something like that? At the end of the day, it's worth your safety if you're scared, alright? Number 5, don't put yourself in a situation that you can't get out of, alrighty? So if you're at a party, you find yourself drinking, have a friend who is the designated DD. Now, just because they're not driving doesn't mean they can't be a DD. Have someone who isn't drinking who can keep an eye out for you and keep an eye out for you and your friends. Alright? I know that in university you tend to get stupid drunk, and it's more popular than maybe we all like to admit, but at the end of the day, if you are drunk, and if you are severely drunk and unable to look after yourself, have someone that you can trust to look out for you. Alright? Because when you are drunk, that's the most vulnerable time for you to be attacked and taken advantage of, especially us girls, okay? So just have someone you trust look out for you, Okay, don't have like some friend you met a week ago be like, hey, want to go party? Hey, can you look out for me if I get really drunk? They're not going to look out for you. Okay? Have a friend that you super, super trust look out for you. Okay? It can be a guy, it can be a girl, it can be anything. Okay? Number 6. Have someone you can call. Okay? Because people are less likely to attack you if you're on the phone talking. Okay? So, my dog's going crazy, sorry. So if you need to, walk home talking to your mom, you know, and talk loudly and be confident about it. And if worse comes to worse, have someone you can call that can come pick you up. Okay? If your parents do live in the area and you are drunk, don't be afraid to call them. Be like, Mom, Dad, I really need to drive home, whatever. Your parents are there to look out for you, and I am almost 1,000% sure that no matter what, they'll come pick you up. Okay? So that is number 6. So I think I've gone over the main points, but the main thing for me is that universities are really, really safe. Okay? So don't freak out that you're going to a university where certain things have happened. Stuff happens everywhere, and it all depends on whether or not you hear about it. And everything is blown out of proportion. So, you know, the media does that. So I wouldn't worry about it too much, okay? And really, just look out for yourself and look out for your friends. You know, don't be bringing home strange people. Don't be giving people your keys. You know, don't leave your room unlocked when you're not there. Don't be giving your phone number out whenever you can. Just don't put yourself in situations you can't get out of. That's my main point, alright? So you're in charge of your own safety. There are programs and steps in place to keep you safe, but in the end of the day, you're the only one who can look after yourself, and it's university now. You have to look out for yourself. This is the real world now. So if stuff does happen, don't be afraid to report it either, okay? Don't be afraid to go to the cops or the security officers. And even if you're like, well, I'm not sure if that was something, I'm not sure if it was rape, or I'm not sure if it was my fault, it's not going to hurt you at the end of the day to report it, okay? Because that's what needs to happen. And don't be afraid about hurting someone's feelings. You know, oh, he didn't mean to do it. It doesn't matter. Just report it, okay? So I think that's all I have to say about safety. If you are really concerned about the safety of your university, always contact the university. They can put you in touch with the security officers, and they can reassure you about what's going on. Okay, now in your first week of university, the security officers will be coming to talk to you in your residence rooms about the safety programs and and the steps they have in place to protect you. And voice your opinions and questions, concerns, if you have any. That's the time to ask. Alrighty? So as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. Love yous all!